So you mentioned something earlier to me when we were off camera about a new feature. Is it the 25-minute load and go, or what was it called?
For example, we call it a 25-minute curbside pickup. The way that works, and if any of you guys want to check it out, you can go to minidumpstersofFresno.com. He's actually my very first customer. The guy only has 29 cans, does over 600K a year. He's one of the ones that got me into doing the software because he was one of our customers for our sister company where we have 2,000 customers. So anyway, long story short, what it is you can go online, you can book a curbside dumpster where 25 minutes you bring up to the house, they pick a 25-minute window, you open the tailgate, they load it up for 25 minutes for up to 7 yards, and you take off and charge $250 flat fee. So it's been pretty popular, especially for those who are just trying to get rid of a few items. And keep in mind, I said 7 yards. So imagine if you show up with a 20-yard dumpster, you can easily make $700 just doing 3 of those a day, if that makes sense. So especially you guys starting off with 1 or 2 dumpsters, it's a great way to be creative so you can bridge that investment towards buying more cans.
So I did a consultation last night with a couple from Georgia, really nice couple, and they only have 1 dump trailer. And one of the things that I definitely recommended was, doing that load and go, because you can easily do a couple, 2, 3, depending on how long your wait is at the landfill, right? But you can do 2 to 3, maybe even 4 load and goes a day if you schedule it properly. And then still rent it out for 2 or 3 days, or hopefully only 1 day, and try to flip that 1 dumpster and make as much money as you can with that 1 dumpster as you can, so that you can then buy a second, a third, and you keep doing it until you have so many that you can no longer probably sustain those, and you're looking for a little bit more longer term rentals.
Yeah, I'm building out a beta site just for myself locally, and I'm going to run nothing but those. And I want to see how it goes. I think it can really compete with something like Baxter's doing. Like a lot of people are down to lift their own stuff. They don't have very much stuff to dump, and they want it gone right then and there. They don't want a bag sitting on their driveway for 4 or 5 days for HOA, nor do they want to call a dumpster, get a 20-yard dumpster when they don't need one, or overpay for junk removal. So a lot of people are willing to get their hands dirty and save some money, but in return, you're making a lot more money.
Guys, to me, this is like golden, right? This is like golden, the one thing that most people aren't touching on. And if you pull anything away from this, if you only have 1 dumpster, I mean, both of us are kind of agreeing that that's like a heck of a way to make money. And you don't even have to discount it that much. Maybe, like, let's say your 1 day is going to be 300 or 250 or whatever. You may discount it 25 or $50, but it's saving you a second trip to go all the way out there. It's saving you in fuel. It's saving you in time. You may be sitting there a little bit, but that's about it. And at the end of the day, you're making more profit because you're getting more in 1 day than you can, renting it out daily. So, I mean,
Yeah.
that's worth its weight in gold right here, in my
And
opinion.
you'll be so surprised what people think. A lot of homeowners who will be doing this, they don't know what 7 yards is. And sometimes it's as much as maybe 3 yards, like a Baxter in a scenario. And then if they do go over the 7 yards, you charge for each additional yard. But you always want to set up a minimum so people know if they book, you're not wasting your time. So $250 for the first 7 yards, and then maybe you want to charge maybe $50 to $100 for each additional yard. It really depends on how you want to operate and what your market is. For example, in Massachusetts, you'll get murdered if you only charge $250. But down here in Texas, 42 a ton, it's pretty easy to make some good money because you're not getting raped, if you will, by the landfills, right?
Sure, sure.